loyalty, love, and faith. Discover the inspiring story of Ruth. The story of Ruth. The story of Ruth is one of the most beautiful and touching narratives in the Bible, a story of faith, loyalty, and divine redemption. Found in the book of Ruth, it begins in a time of famine when a woman named Naomi loses her husband and 2 sons while living in the land of Moab. Left with her 2 daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, Naomi decides to return to her homeland, Bethlehem. Though Naomi urges both young women to stay in Moab, Ruth refuses. With deep devotion, she declares, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." This act of loyalty marks the beginning of Ruth's journey of faith and courage. In Bethlehem, Ruth works humbly in the fields to provide for herself and Naomi. By God's providence, she meets Boaz, a kind and godly man who shows her favor and protection. Boaz later becomes her redeemer, marrying her and restoring hope to Naomi's family. Through this union, Ruth becomes the great-grandmother of King David, placing her directly in the lineage of Jesus Christ. The story of Ruth reminds us that God's plans are never limited by our past or our pain. Ruth was a foreigner, a widow, and poor, yet God used her faithfulness to bring forth His greatest promise to humanity. Her story teaches us that even in seasons of loss, God is still working behind the scenes to weave redemption into our lives. When we choose loyalty, kindness, and faith, God writes a story more beautiful than we could imagine. Don't forget to follow Bible Light 7668 so you won't miss the next video. And please share this message with someone who needs encouragement. You never know how much they might thank you in the future.